Tony Robbins, in addition to being an entrepreneur, you've taken time to pick the brains of some of the world's top investors. Based on this experience, what would you say is the top financial lesson that's shaped your life?
So the first thing you got to do as a business owner is you've got to decide that you're going to become an investor. You're going to have a separate business on the side, so to speak, and it has no employees, and it's going to create financial freedom on its own in addition to your business. And what I look at that as is, instead of waiting and saying, I'm going to hit the lottery, I'm going to have this huge sum of money, then I'm going to invest, you take whatever tiny amount you may have right now, even if it's tiny, and you put aside and you automate it into an investment account. I'll give you an example. Almost all of us have seen the stories of somebody who won the lottery or some great athlete that made $100 million in a year and now they're bankrupt 10, 20 years later. By contrast, I could share with you the story of a guy named Theodore Johnson. Theodore Johnson worked for UPS. He never made more than $14,000 in a year. That's the max he ever earned annually. Yet when he retired, he's worth $70 million and he had no inheritance. In fact, he gave away $35 million while he was alive, which is just extraordinary. Now, how is that possible? Well, it's because a friend of his came to him and said, you've got to become an investor. And he said, I have no money. That's what everybody says. And his dear friend said to him, you know what? You're right and you're wrong. Because if the government came in and taxed you another 20% more than they're doing now, you'd scream, you'd yell, you'd say, I can't survive, but you'd pay it and you'd survive. He said, so I'm going to make you a wealthy man. We're going to take 20% off the top. You're never going to see it. It's going to go in this investment account. And it compounded over his lifetime to be worth $70 million. So I always say this first step is tap the power of compounding by becoming an investor today. And the key is not waiting or thinking about it. It's got to be off the top, like a tax, like the government came in and taxed your business, but this is a wealth tax for you. It's going to make you rich beyond your wildest dreams over the long term. And so that's what I tell people they've got to do first above anything else.